Hi friends, welcome to episode 17 of Last Stitch Effort. My name is Pacasha. This is my knitting podcast or vlog, whatever, about knitting up my stash and not adding more to it. And once again, I did not add more to it this week. That's always the happiest thing I say. May not always happen, but lately I've been doing well, whatever that means. When I don't know. I do have some yarn coming in, but that's for a gift specifically for somebody, so it's not just me buying yarn to sit in my stash. So more about that when it gets here, but it'll be a while because it's coming from far away. Anyway, hi, welcome. I actually recorded a whole 30 minutes, but my hair got messed up partway through and I had to stop, and it's kind of a shame because my little black cat Slinky was sitting right here and it was really cute, but now he's on the floor and he's not so cute. He's laying on some old sneakers. It's not cute at all. Anyway, no, he's cute. Let's start with what I'm wearing. I've got some hand knit socks on, but I'm not going to show you those because they're on and shoes are on. I've got places to go today, so got my shoes on already. This is the Felix cardigan, which is super popular. I'm sure you already know all about it. Amy Christoffers, I believe that's how you say her last name. I could be wrong. Yeah, Christoffers. I believe it's Christoffers though. Anyway, this is Lion Brand Fisherman's Tweed, or Fisherman's Wool Oak Tweed is the color. It's kind of pilling a bit, but that's okay. I made it probably about 2 sizes too big, or my gauge was off. I don't know. It's too big. It's bigger than I anticipated it being, or that I wanted it to be. So it's kind of a house sweater. I don't wear it out much, but also since I've made it, it hasn't been that cold to wear it out much. I think I made it at last winter. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm wearing it today because it actually is a little chilly. Super windy. Oh, crazy windy. Woke me up several times last night. I was in a bad mood this morning because I already get woken up because of the cats enough as it is. The wind does not help. And I'm still recovering from my, sorry, I just moved the camera. Recovering from my cold or long C word. I don't know, whatever I have, I'm still recovering and it's awful. That's a sign for water. It's not vodka or anything. Like it matters if it was, but that would be a lot, and that was a pretty long gulp. Anyway, no need to be concerned for me, friends. It was just water. Should we do number? Let's do finished object and then I'll do the numbers. Okay, so I only have one finished object and I wasn't going to record this week. I was going to wait a week because I didn't finish much for reasons that are silly and I'll explain in a bit. But I did finish my Legwarmers. So these are Ashford DK in Dijon. And I used 115 grams. So if you did them a little shorter, you could definitely do them with one ball of, like Cascade 220 or whatever. So they are pretty long. I want them to be kind of slouchy. 52 stitches on like a size 6 or something like that. I don't even know. Yeah, so these are my Legwarmers, and I wanted to show them to you so I could start wearing them because I love them and I'm super excited, and this color goes with so much of my wardrobe, and it's one of my favorite colors, even though it's not one that typically would be suggested for me to wear near my face. I don't know. I think I've talked about this. I think, especially in this light, I look like I'm really cool toned. But I think in real life I've got quite a bit of yellow like in my skin, and definitely my hair's strawberry blonde. It doesn't look like it with the ring light so much, but so I have a hard time choosing colors. So guess what? I just picked the colors that I like. Kind of a life hack for you. Just do what you like and not what somebody thinks that you should do. Anyway, finish those. So 115 grams out of the stash, and that, see if I can read this, that glasses. That's 41,936 grams in my stash still. And it's still 264 entries in Ravelry because I didn't actually use up all of that yarn. I don't know if I mentioned this in this one already. It might have been the other podcast an hour ago. I'm saving the rest of the Dijon that I have. I really wanted to use it all up because, you know, that's what I like to do, is use things up and send them on their way. But I think I'm going to save it for a color work yoke on a Jennifer Stein Guest pattern. I haven't decided which one yet. I have a few of them in my pattern library already. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm kind of on a color work yoke kick, so you'll see that in a second, but I would have to order the yarn that I want to use with it, and I honestly don't feel like ordering yarn right now, so I'm not gonna. What else? Yeah. Enough of that book. Put that under there and move the camera again because that's so much fun for you guys. Works in progress. We'll just do this one. It's a quickie. It's on top here. This is Musselburgh by Ysolda Teague. I'm using Retrosaria Mondim that came in like a sock sampler type thing from Woolly Thistle. I would never pick this color. I don't think it's pretty at all. However, it's knitting up way better than I expected. Still not my colors, but they are somebody's colors, and I will happily make this hat and put it in the gift box, and it will go to the right person. I'm trying to steer away from knitting for knitting's sake, but I think somebody could like this, and I have the yarn, and it's beautiful yarn, and I think it will be a nice hat for somebody. And hold on one moment. We have been graced with this one's presence. This is Slinky. Slinky, Slinky, Slinky. Look, this is Slinky. He's not happy with me right now. It's okay, buddy. So this is Slinky. He's one of my two cats. He wants to sit on my knitting. He doesn't want to sit on me necessarily, but hey, Slinky, get back up here. No? Okay. Okay, you may just see a tail every now and then. I don't know. Maybe his little ears. So I guess he does want to join us today. And he was like so cute perched up here the last time, and I feel really bad that I had to delete that stuff, but whatever. He's here now, just kind of in the way. Huh. Yeah, okay. He's sitting nicely. Good boy. So the next project I have is, sorry, my helper is using my workspace. So this is, I'm sure you're sick of this by now, but this is Barley Sugar by Ysolda Teague. So once again, another Ysolda Teague patterns, big fan. And it says Knitpicks Shadow, which is a lace weight that they have. And the colorway is Larch Heather. And I only did about, where's the marker? Okay, I only did about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches, because I don't know what happened, but earlier this week, it's like my hands exploded into ET hands, and they're just dry and absolutely horrendous. So knitting has been a little more difficult than usual. Oh, isn't he sweet? Let's see. Yeah, so I'm still working on that. It's slow going, but I do try to make some sort of progress. Once again, this is, 1 week away from my last one, so there hasn't been much progress on anything really to show, except I do have 2 new works in progress. I think last week I talked about grabbing this book, Silk Road Socks by Hunter Hammersen, and I'm just started at the beginning with Gordes. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Oh, God. Anyway, I started this. I can't really hear because he's purring so loudly, like right in my ears. Yeah, I'm complaining about this. I didn't get very far. So I got the first cuff chart, I think, and then a row or two of the actual pattern. Size 0, 2.0 millimeter DPNs. I think these are Likas. Is that how you say that? And the yarn that I'm using is, oh, buddy, it's hot. Whew. West Yorkshire Spinners 4-ply, Signature 4-ply, and cinnamon stick. And so the pattern is a lot of twisted stitches, which I really actually like to knit twisted stitches. I know a lot of people don't so much, but when you don't have to twist the purl stitch, I think it's fine. For me, I love it. I think the effect is definitely worth it. So, well, now I'm using both hands to support this cat. So, hi. Are you having fun? Yeah. He's so unloved. I don't know if you can tell, like, he gets no attention. Why don't you just sit? Just sit. Just sit like a good boy. There you go. All right. So the next project is kind of what took the focus away from everything because I got super excited. A few years ago, I know I've talked about this before, and I don't mean to be like a Debbie Downer about it, but my dad was getting cancer treatment. He was far away. When we would go and visit, it was rough, and I did a lot of emotional, like, unhealthy behaviors. It was a rough time for everybody. Everybody was making poor choices. Not everybody, but anyway. So I was kind of pressured at this yarn store. I was kind of pressured into buying this yarn that normally I would not even like. I would walk past it and think, ooh, shiny, but never want to buy it ever. And that is Berroco. Is it Millefiori? I don't know how to say that. It's Italian, apparently. And it's gorgeous. Like, it's fine, but I'm not a shiny person or, a novelty type acrylic person at all. But this woman was so proud of this sweater that she had just made, and it was gorgeous. It was cute. And, I was complimenting her work. It was lovely. Not insincere at all, but it kind of led to an impulse purchase of this to make one for myself, which it has sat in my stash for a long time because I haven't really been that interested in casting it on. Nothing wrong with the pattern. It's actually a really cute pattern, just not a yarn choice I was going to make. And I was also going to use a darker color with this, and all I had were light colors, and once again, I don't feel like buying any more yarn. And even back then, I didn't want to buy like a sweater's quantity of, yarn that I probably wasn't that enthused to use. Well, this just sits in my stash, and anytime I kind of toss it and figure out, hey, maybe I should, donate this or whatever, and the amount of guilt because it's associated with my dad who's no longer with me, just kind of, it wasn't sitting well. And I'd also bought a lot of yarn at a Hobby Lobby at that time too, and a lot of it was really poor quality. I knit a whole sweater out of a yarn, and it completely disintegrated when I tried to wash it for blocking. And there were several things like that it just didn't work out. The yarn was poor quality or whatever. So because I had already had so many misses, I was kind of reluctant about dealing with this. So it just kept getting pushed further and further back there. And I don't know what made me go pick it up, but I kind of just felt like casting on a sweater. And then I'm like, oh, I should just do that. I'll try it. I'll see if there's anything that might look okay with it, and I can always rip it back, right? And at least I'll know, and then I have made a decision if I'm ever going to use this yarn or whatever. So I cast on Langley by Amy Christoffers. You may sense a little designer repeating in this episode. And anyway, the pattern is Langley, and I decided to pair my whatever Millefiori. I also make a sport weight version of this, but this is like a worsted Aran. And I'm holding it with, or not holding, but doing color work with, once again, Lion Brand Fisherman's Wool. This is oatmeal. And, sorry, I have to pet him constantly or he'll be slinky. His nature is very needy. Anyway, it is turning out to be so cute. And like, I think that's the start of the row. I don't know. It's just, oh, there he goes. Okay. It's just so cute. Like, so much better than I expected. And Slinky just jumped in another chair. Yeah, now it's time to lick his butt. So anyway, for a project and a yarn that I was kind of not ever expecting to really do, it's kind of taken over, and I love it. I think it's so pretty. I'm so excited to finish this. I'm so excited to wear it. I think I will have good associations with it finally, instead of it just being this guilt just sitting around, because I have enough of that already. I don't need, Anyway, that's what I'm working on. It's kind of hard to tell on this. It's on a 24-inch, I think, thing, and yeah, it's a bit scrunched up, but just the pops of color, like, and every now and then some of that rayon just like really shines. It's like jewels. So I thought that's pretty, and I think the colors violetas or violets or something like that. This yarn is actually for me not liking it that much before I started this. I kind of got obsessed with it after I started this, and I'm like, I should look and see if there's any other colorways that would be, nice to use. It's actually not easy to find, for me to find online. So maybe that's a good thing, because I'll just be buying tons of it and then, I don't know, lose steam, and then that's a pile of guilt sitting in your stash right there. Anyway, sorry, there's like slinky hair everywhere, and I'm still congested, and that's it for works in progress. I think I talked about this last time, but this is Yarn Obsessions. This is some, I don't know, a DK that she does, and this colorway was a one-of-a-kind called Freedom. This is another color that I bought. I talked about this last week. I bought it when my dad was sick too, and so I guess I'm just knitting through all that yarn right now, and that's okay. Anyway, this will become another pair of Legwarmers, so that's sitting high on the priority list. I still have the Woolfolk in a gold color, waiting to be a shawl, but I just can't figure out what I want to make. And then the Gosling from Vine, that it's still, okay, I started that shawl that I don't know the name of, and I lost steam, and I was gonna frog it. Well, I still haven't frogged it, so it's still just sitting there. So either I will frog it and start something new soon, or I will just continue that with that shawl, and who knows, maybe it'll be like this sweater, and it'll be exactly what I need. I'm just kind of letting things happen at this point, because there's nothing that I need obviously knitting wise. I would like some things to kind of round out pieces of my wardrobe because I like to be very matchy, or I don't know, like if I'm wearing a navy dress, I want to have navy socks. And right now the navy socks I have are Knitpicks Stroll, which is probably good for most people, but for some reason, a few batches I've had have just kind of fuzzed up in the wash. Even just hand washing, it's just not seeming like it's holding up very well lately. So anyway, so I need a different pair of navy socks. I would like a pair of black and gray hand knit ones, but that seems not so fun to knit with. I love, like, black is probably the color that I prefer to wear the most. It's not that much fun to knit with, especially when as you age and your eyes fail you. Also thinking about, this is Knitpicks Felici, and this is an old Doctor Who colorway called Time Traveler. And it's based on, I think, Tom Baker's scarf. I think he was the 4th Doctor. I don't remember. But, you know, the little Christmas episodes came out and they were so cute. And I really enjoyed them. And the new season starts soon. So that may, probably not socks. It may become either a Musselburgh or something. I don't know. But I don't like Felici for socks for the same reason as Stroll. I feel like they kind of, okay, not just the fuzziness, but they kind of like lose their shape throughout the day. So they start bagging, you know, around the heel and slipping. And no matter how many ways I try to fix that, either creating a bias or doing some ribbing along the bottom of the foot or changing up the heel or whatever, superwash yarn just kind of falls apart. Pardon me. So I don't know. It may become a baby knit for a baby that doesn't exist. What else? I don't know. There's so many things that I want to knit, and for a while I kind of couldn't decide. But then I don't know. This week I just started picking up stuff, like, you know, telling myself to knit that sock, and I think it's going to be great. I'm not like totally obsessed with the actual knitting of the project yet, but I think once I get, you know, especially that first leg done before the heel, I think I'll be enthused enough to finish that up quickly and be motivated to finish that book, or finish the socks I've chosen from that book. I don't know, are you doing that? Like, have you chosen something that's just been sitting around and working through it? Not as like torture, but just to kind of get over a hump and then get back into things. And that's what I'm doing. Hope if that's what you need to do, that's what you're doing too. Anyway, so tell me what you're working on down below. Nobody talks about knitting much down below, but, and then I like read all of the comments and I get so excited and I'm going to reply to all of them, but sometimes I get excited in the moment and I don't reply right away because I think of too many things to say and I'm afraid of sounding like, I don't know, just really intense. So please leave me a comment though, because I will, you know, message you back. I promise. I have responses to everybody. I think I only have 2 that don't have responses yet, but also, yeah, so let me know what you're working on. And also let me know your dinner ideas, like your favorite dinner that you like to make. Like, I just lose steam on that too in life. We're trying to eat a little bit healthier. Like, we're not going crazy like New Year's resolution type thing. We're just, you know, we would like some healthier recommendations below, because I grew up eating not healthy food at all, and I'm kind of paying for it in a way, health-wise and size-wise, although I know that that's, who cares? I don't know. I'm not going to get into that right now. Like, whatever. We all have bodies. Bodies are amazing, and they do great things for us. But they also do some not great things. And yeah, so we're looking for non-cheesy dinner ideas. If you can let me know. You don't have to leave me a recipe. If you just put something in there, I can Google it myself. But let me know what you've been eating lately. We had marsala chicken and new, yeah, guess they were new potatoes, but I kind of mashed them, and green beans last night. So that's my suggestion, marsala chicken with mushrooms. Oh, yeah, it was good. Now I'm gonna go have lunch with friends in a bit, and I'm super excited about that. So my daughter's on a field trip today. That's exciting, isn't it? I think it is. They're going to a wildlife sanctuary, and they're looking at sandhill cranes. I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. I want to go see sandhill cranes. New Mexico has some pretty cool bird things around here in our area. We don't have a lot of water, but somehow we are on some migration pattern for a lot of things. Like, we have a really huge dragonfly festival about an hour or so away from here in Roswell, every year, and that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of cool like birds there too, in these weird little pockets of water and surrounded by desert and mountains. Anyway, yeah, so she's gonna go look at birds today. That's cool. And what else is, nothing's happening. Everybody's hanging in there. Everybody's doing well. Everybody is coping best that we can. And I hope you have a moment of peace like that in your life right now. I'm enjoying it and trying not to jinx it, even though I don't believe in that, but it's it's enough of our part of our culture that I still feel like I need to knock on some wood right now. But anyway, I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Hopefully I'll have something. Hopefully I'll make at least some progress in the barley sugar. That'd be awesome. Okay, so I'll make some stretch goals here. I need 4 inches in the barley sugar, and I definitely want to finish the yoke on that sweater. I am really excited about that, and that's not like crazy pressure I'm putting on myself. Like, that will probably happen just in a moment of elation. I'll just sit down and do it, and it'll be great. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.